Hi there, this is Jim Obermeyer with Golden Moments, and it is what the church world calls Holy Saturday. This is the sacred week of the year in which we celebrate the crucifixion, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. One of the things I was thinking about was finding what God really wants for us in our searching for His will for our life. There are several ways to do that. Number one, and that is through His Word, through the Bible and reading it, to find out what He really expects from us and wants for us. The other is through prayer. Through prayer, we can make contact with God. It's conversation with God. It's not always just one way either. It can be two-way conversation where we talk to God and He talks to us. The thing I'd like to say about prayer is it's not just necessarily asking something from God. God is not like the candy man in the sky and everything we want and we ask for, He just drops into our lap. He wants us to grow. He wants us to become people that are of value in this world and in the world to come, spending it with Him and with our loved ones for eternity. The third way that God speaks to us is not only through His Word, through reading His Word and finding out His will, but through prayer. And sometimes through prayer, it's not always Him answering with a voice. I'm very leery, honestly. I've been a Christian for most of my life. And being 78 years old, I'm very leery of people who say, oh, God told me this and God told me that and God told me this and God told me that and every other thing God told them. I think that sometimes they're listening to themselves and what they want, not necessarily what God tells them. Because so many times I've had people say that God told them something and it doesn't go along with His Word. And His Word is His will. So the third thing is that God can speak to us, but He can speak to us in many different ways. He speaks to us by that small inner voice. He speaks to us through circumstances. He speaks to us through moving us from one place to another. The Bible says the steps of a good man or woman are ordered by the Lord. So if you are truly, seriously following God and wanting Him to be first in your life, He will order your steps. And you may be in a place where you think it's not God's will, but it will work out. The Bible tells us that all things work together for good to those who love God and to those who are called according to His purpose.